Coming up on Rob on the Road, a decade of destinations. This time it's all about precious animals. Animal adventures straight ahead. We take a look back at many animal encounters from over the years.
He's interested in you.
International Bird Rescue. That's what it's all about for you.
Absolutely.
Marine Mammal Center.
Let's go back home.
And Safari West.
This is one of those moments that you never forget.
Plus, we'll open the vault from season 1 for an outing with an elephant.
Hey, baby.
Right there.
It's all coming up right here on Rob on the Road, a decade of destinations.
And now, Rob on the Road, exploring Northern California.
It's so cute. Oh, you're so cute. You're so cute. Hi there, I'm Rob Stewart, and we are at the Sacramento Zoo. More than 400 animals call this beautiful place home. This is Butternut. Butternut is about a year old, a little porcupine, a female, and sitting here having breakfast, sweet potatoes and corn, grapes, and honeydew melon. So healthy. This entire show is all about our animal adventures from the past decade. Dr. Sean Johnson is the Director of Veterinary Medicine here at the Marine Mammal Center. Good to see you.
Nice to meet you, Rob, and really appreciate you coming by and visiting the Marine Mammal Center.
I'm so glad to be here. What a pleasure to showcase the science that happens here. We are surrounded by hundreds of California sea lions and elephant seals right in this area.
It's just an incredible place that we have here where we can join the rehabilitation, the science, and the education and the outreach here all at the Marine Mammal Center.
Each of these animals has been rescued?
Yeah, each one of these animals has been ill or injured for some reason along the 600 miles of coastline that we respond to. So we send out our volunteers, we rescue them, we bring them up here to Sausalito, we provide them the best veterinary care that they can get. We collect samples, we do research and try to better understand what's wrong with them, the diseases they have, and really the problems that are causing them to come here. So most of them are been separated from their mother, or they're malnourished, or they have infections. Some of them have cancer, some of them have been exposed to biotoxins that cause seizures. So right here we have a group of sea lions, and the volunteers are trying to identify a specific animal to probably give them their medication for the day. And you can see they all look very similar, but they all have flipper tags on, and some of them have grease markers on their head.
You also teach many of these animals how to eat fish because they've never seen it. They were rescued.
Yeah, a lot of them are so young that they've never been out in the wild, and they don't really know what a live fish looks like when it's chasing around. So we have to do what we call fish school, and we'll take a fish and pull it through the water to simulate a live fish in the water, and to get them stimulated to try to catch the fish, and so that we don't want to release them until we know that they understand that they have to chase the fish down and grab it in their mouth and swallow it. And so our volunteers come out here with fish, and we'll stimulate them and train them how to catch a live fish.
Fish school.
Fish school, yes.
These animals are set for release?
Yeah, so we have some sea lions here that have been here a few weeks, and you can see they've gained some weight and they look happy and healthy.
Boy, they do.
Yeah, they do. They look good. And compared to when they first come in, they've more than doubled their weight since they've been here. These animals are getting exams and will probably be released here today, I believe.
Oh, they are ready to go.
They are.
It works.
I know, it's so much fun to see them at this stage when we're ready to take them back down to the beach.
Raya, you've been volunteering for 11 years with
Yes,
the
I
Marine
have.
Mammal Center.
Absolutely.
Today is the day.
Right. For these guys, this is their trip home.
What are we going to see?
So we are going to see 5 harbor seals, 4 sea lions, and 3 elephant seals.
You have driven about an hour and a half down from Sausalito here to Chimney Rock at Point Reyes National Seashore for the reunion day.
Yes.
Well, one of the things that we've been building up for months is today, and the time has come for the reunion with the wild.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely. Shall
let's
we
do
it?
it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hi, baby. Let's go back home.
All right. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to press, okay?
1, 2, 3.
Go. Oh.
Bye-bye.
Yours is just a little scared. It's okay. Are they scared or what? Convince them they're going the other way. That's all they have to do. All right, round 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. I love it because I hope that the older ones will teach the youngsters and show them the ropes.
Nestled in the rolling Vaca Hills is a safe haven of healing for sick, injured, abused, and orphaned aquatic birds. This is the International Bird Rescue in Fairfield, with a second location in Los Angeles, both on standby every day of the year to fly into action when a massive oil spill occurs, polluting birds with grounding and life-threatening toxins. On this sunny winter day, there are no oil spills, but every day the dedicated crew is tending to birds in need. There are 20 here right now, where they can live anywhere from a couple of days to more than a year. Executive Director J.D. Bergeron let me be his wingman for the day.
Well, the sign says it all, J.D. Pelican crossing. I love that so much. All right, let's go inside. 2 doors, I take it, so they can't escape.
That's exactly right. Safety of the birds is always paramount for us.
Oh my gosh. Holy cow, JD. Look at that.
California brown pelicans, this species right here, subspecies, were until recently listed as threatened. They were a vulnerable species. When you look into the eyes of a pelican especially, you see that bird is looking right back at you. There's an intelligence there. These are obviously some of our favorite birds. It's in our logo. They're remarkably resilient. They heal well from really, really disastrous wounds. It's fantastic that they do, and our job is to just make sure that they get the food, medication, and daily care that lets them heal themselves.
And check this out. The Bird Rescue today harvests feathers from the wingspans of deceased birds to be used in feather transplants on identical species when they lose or damage their flight feathers. This process is called imping. This beautiful gull was grounded after losing the middle 5 feathers on each wing.
You place it into the little socket.
Exactly right. There's a little bit more process there, but it involves a little bit of epoxy and a little bit of a stabilizing dowel, and that bird can fly.
Hi, baby.
That is a California gull, and I'm trying to check that that might be the one that we just imped, because he's been flying a lot.
Well, he's doing well.
So we'll keep him for a month just to make sure those new implanted feathers don't fall out.
All right, this is what it's all about. It's release time.
That's right.
For this little fella. This is a northern fulmar.
That's right.
Okay, and we're gonna carefully open this. Jennifer, you can go ahead. And you wanna step in there because we have to block that. Now she's going to net the bird. Tell us about this.
That's right. So we have to carefully catch the bird, It's difficult sometimes. This one was an easy catch.
Oh.
This bird will be covered with a towel immediately by Nina. See him fighting, that's a very good sign. We want feisty wild birds.
This is a release evaluation. This bird has been here for just 3 weeks. Next, they'll draw blood to check for infection. If so, the bird will go on antibiotics. Nurses and volunteers check the wings, bone structure, and body condition to make sure the bird is nice and plump, giving the bird a full stomach to readjust to the wild.
All right, we're gonna do the head, and this is actually really where one of the more interesting parts of a northern fulmar is on the top of the beak. You'll notice something that's called a tube nose. That's
baby.
where the name of this bird comes from, or this family of birds, is the structure on top of that bill.
This bird will be moved back outside, wait for the blood work, and return to the wild along the California coast. The International Bird Rescue has been in operation since 1971, when 2 standard oil tankers collided near San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge, resulting in a spill that covered 50 miles of coastline. The bird rescue takes in more than 5,000 birds each year, much more if there is an oil spill. Volunteers donate more than 60,000 hours every year.
This room, JD, is all calm right now, but this would be quite the opposite in times of crisis.
That's right. During an oil spill, this becomes the arrival location for birds covered in oil. You can have hundreds of birds coming in very, very quickly, very rapid triage, almost like you'd see on a hospital nighttime drama.
My goodness. Okay, and then they move from here into this next room. This is the examination room, is that right?
Well, they'd get their original examination right in there, and when they're ready for wash. So that's where they would be until they're healthy enough for wash, and then we would rush them over.
We have all kinds of activity going on here with little birds. And then you would rush them in here. Oh, wow.
This really is the heart of International Bird Rescue. This is the washroom, probably one of the best washrooms for oiled birds in the state, maybe even in the country.
Why is that?
Well, because it is tailor-made. This was built with the blessing of the state of California. California has among the best laws for dealing with oil spills of anywhere in the country. We're very lucky to live where we do. This facility can do 6 birds at a time. These are wash stations.
And how long does it take?
It depends how oiled the bird is, but we want it to be as quick as possible. It could be as short as 10 minutes, as long as 45, maybe even an hour.
Both of those are long.
Exactly, yes. Once we go to the rinse process, we're rinsing the soap. These high pressure washing stations, and I swear it is magic. You watch this bird, you're soaking the bird until it gets dry. The water literally starts to bead up when their waterproofing is back where it needs to be. It is magic.
Wow. That's what it's all about for you.
Absolutely.
A baby killdeer.
Good Samaritans drop off injured birds every day at the rescue center and into the hands of caregivers for recovery.
I hope you have a good life.
And the center is expanding its wings with a brand new aviary soon to be built on this plot of land back outside to help service the entire West Coast and much of Northern California.
It is fascinating to watch these birds go from rescued and they're sick to getting well and released. And that to me is just something profound. And just as a citizen, I say thank you for what you do, because it is beautiful to watch these birds flying once again back into their freedom where they originally were supposed to be.
Absolutely, there's nothing quite like the release of a brown pelican after they finish their care. That moment where they step out of the cage and look back, am I really free? Oh. And then off they go. It can bring tears, I can tell you that.
We're at the Sacramento Zoo, and this is Monty the python. Get it? Monty Python? I'm very scared of snakes, but I wanted you to see this beautiful creature, one of more than 400 animals here at the Sacramento Zoo. Monty's about 33 years old. Okay, coming up on Rob on the Road, a decade of destinations, we will have a tribute to Pat Derby. It's all about elephants. But first, we begin with an African safari tour at Safari West.
It's an experience unlike anything else in California. 400 acres, 800 animals, and a front row seat to see it all. This is Safari West in Santa Rosa, California. It's a Sonoma Serengeti, a Golden State gem, and a call from the wild.
We're going behind the gates. This is Mark Pressler
Hi.
here at Safari West, and we're going to go inside. All right, let's go.
Let's see where the giraffes are at.
Oh, look at this, Mark. They're so peaceful and like just curious.
Yeah, so this area that we're driving in right now is about 12 acres. And they have this entire area along with the antelope to just roam around and graze on grass, and they love it here.
Look at their beautiful horns.
We're back, we've got our first giraffe.
Oh, is it a baby?
It is, well, that's a younger giraffe.
Oh, come here, Pumpkin. Can I try to feed it?
Absolutely.
Hi, baby.
So as he reaches for it, check out the tongue.
It's prehensile. It's like a hand.
Exactly. So a pretty good rule with giraffes is you can take the feet tall that they are and change that into inches, and that's about how long their tongue is. So a fully grown, maybe 17 or 18 foot tall giraffe will have about a 17 or 18 inch long tongue inside of their mouth. So when they're first born, they're already about 6 feet tall and 150 pounds.
Wow, that's a lot.
Fully grown adult males can be between 3,000 and 4,000 pounds, so they put on a lot of weight. They have to spend pretty much all day, every day, looking for food. They're eating somewhere around 16 hours of every day.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of work.
About how much time they spent looking for
hi.
food.
Oh.
He's interested in you.
Just look at the beautiful patterns.
Yeah.
What type of giraffe is this?
So we have two different types here, but the ones that are surrounding us right now are called reticulated giraffe. And reticulated is actually a mapmaker's term. That means sort of clearly defined network, and that's referring to the lines in between their spots.
Okay.
Now the other giraffe type we have is much darker brown than the others, and that's a Maasai giraffe.
Maasai.
And that's named after the region of the Masai Mara in Eastern Africa.
And look behind.
Yeah, we've got flamingos back there.
I love the flamingos.
A few cranes, a few guinea fowl. Oh, and actually, while we're right here, we have a pair of crested screamers just to our right, and they just had babies a couple days ago. This is Waldy.
Hi, Waldy. Is Waldy alone?
He is, for now. We've got a pair over here.
Oh my gosh, the ostriches. Look at this thing prancing toward us. Aren't you something special?
So this is one of our 3 ostriches here, and they are all 3 girls.
Oh, that looks like a snake. Hi.
Yeah, so I might not get too close to her.
Why? Am I being okay? What are you holding?
This is an ostrich egg right here.
Where was it?
And it was in that little box behind me right there. Here, so this is something that came out of her. The ostrich females, even though we only have girls here, they'll still lay eggs, they just won't be fertilized. And so we'll collect them and use them for education. We can show our guests. So the biggest bird in the world has the biggest egg in the world. One ostrich egg is around 2 dozen chicken eggs.
Hey! Are y'all having fun? Every time we turn a corner or go up a hill, it's like we're in a different country.
Yep. And you know, that was kind of Peter's goal here, was that he wanted this to be as much as he could like going to Africa and going out on a safari there, so.
What a dreamer, what a doer.
Absolutely.
We're talking about this man, Peter Lang, who bought these 400 rolling acres in the late 1980s, quickly converting a cattle ranch into a world-class animal sanctuary. Peter began breeding programs for critically endangered species, teaming up with zoological groups near and far. His search to save wild animals from extinction would lead him to his own perfect pairing, the lead curator at the San Francisco Zoo, and future wife, Nancy Lang. Together, they transformed their fascination with animals into a mission for Mother Nature, creating this internationally renowned wildlife preserve.
Oh my gosh, what are these?
Watusi cattle.
Watusi cattle. Look at the horns. My gosh, wow. Mark, you have got to be kidding me.
This is a breed of cow from Eastern Africa. And of course, I'm guessing what you've noticed is these incredible horns.
Their horns are just majestic.
Yes.
Tell me about these animals.
This is a breed of cow, just like you might see the black and white spotted ones here in the US that have been bred specifically to create milk for us. These have been bred specifically to have really, really big horns.
So is it just for looks?
Yep.
Do they move around?
They do. So this is 120 acres that they have to move around in. And so sometimes I'll see them right here, sometimes I'll have to do a little bit of exploring.
So how did we get lucky and they're right here on the road?
It really is just luck. Sometimes they'll be grazing way off in the middle of nowhere and I'll drive out here and I won't even see them. And that's one of my favorite things about this job is that it just never gets boring. Every single day is very, very different than the last.
We've just pulled off Highway 49, a scenic highway in California's Gold Country. Today we're near San Andreas, and next time you come through this area, you might want to keep your eyes out for this huge gate, because behind it, well, there's a hint.
Rob, you're in elephant land now.
You got that right. This is amazing. This is Pat Derby, co-founder of Paws here, and this is an animal rescue operation in full swing.
Yes, yes. Wanda came to us from Detroit Zoo.
This is Wanda the elephant.
Wanda the elephant. Wanda has suffered all of her life from really chronic foot problems. She was in a circus. Wanda's had a rough life.
And she puts her foot right up here.
Yes.
To have her foot worked on, which is one of the many things you do here when you rescue elephants. Right. From where? Where do you get all these rescued elephants?
We're contacted from all over the world. Right now we're working on an elephant who's alone in a zoo in Canada.
Mm-hmm. Can we give him a treat?
Sure.
Come here, Wanda. Hey, baby.
Right there.
How cute.
All right. Good girl, Wanda. You're a good girl.
Hungry little thing. Well, you have 9 elephants here.
Yes.
On your property right now.
Right.
So there's a few more down the hill, is that right?
Yes, we're gonna go see them.
All right, let's go see them now.
All right.
And so, Pat, there's 4 more here eating bamboo. Yes. Tell me about these.
These are African elephants, and let's toss the bamboo in.
Toss it, okay.
Right.
So we stay further back from these.
Right, yes.
Oh, you see why. That trunk's pretty strong.
Yes. Okay, we're going out to see Rebecca.
I can't believe we crossed the fence.
Yeah.
And you say you're like Rebecca's mom now.
Yes, I'm her mom. Actually, they all treat me like mom. They understand there's a respect for me. They have an incredible respect for age. The matriarch is always the oldest. You get their unconditional love and support and trust.
You said that it all begins with an elephant.
Yes.
Explain that to me.
Well, from the moment I was born, I had a fascination with elephants. I think I'm part elephant. I don't know. I know I'm most comfortable when I'm with them. I've brought you lunch. That's Mama's baby girl.
Her tail's wagging just like a happy dog.
Do you want some cherries?
And this is something people can do, come out here and see the elephants.
Right. We take them in here. Of course, we don't let them get this close.
Yeah, so this is a treat.
They're so forgiving and they're so in the moment. It's their philosophy, I think, is I'm here. It's a beautiful day. I'm going to enjoy and savor every moment.
What a lesson for life.
Yeah, really.
Wow.
I loved Pat Derby, and it was an honor to host her celebration of life in Sacramento with people all across the nation. This is Sapphire. Sapphire is an 8-year-old burrowing owl, lives at the Sacramento Zoo, and this type of beautiful animal, this burrowing owl, can be seen all across our region of Northern California. That's going to do it for us this time on Rob on the Road, a decade of destinations, animal adventures. We will see you next time right here on Rob on the Road.